Hey everyone, we are on Lexington Avenue on East 54th Street in New York City. Today is Sunday, 5:32 p.m., 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Beautiful evening for a walk. Hi Alfred, good evening. We're Sally. Hey, we are on Lexington Avenue. This is Midtown Manhattan, Midtown East 54th Street, and Lexington Avenue. Now I know how you doing. We're doing good, and we are going to browse here, and because this is majorly office area, business area, right here. Not too many people. It's Sunday, so we're going to walk toward 42nd Street and see what's going on around here. Earlier today there was a street fair here, but it's over, even though it was supposed to be going on until 6 p.m. so for another 30 minutes or so, but looks like it's pretty much done. No traffic yet, but no street fair either. Hey Fan, good evening. Welcome. Betty, good afternoon from California. Good afternoon. Kiwi, hello. Whoops. We're good. Hello, been a while. How's it going? Going fine, thank you, and welcome back. Kiwi. Welcome. So we're going to browse around the neighborhood. This is East 53rd Street and Lexington Avenue. Let's look up and see what it looks like if you look all the way up. Cross Street subway entrance to the M and 6 lines, 53rd Street. How's the weather there? Looks kind of humid. You know what? It doesn't feel humid at all. It's 81 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's rather low humidity, and wind is very, very mild. So it's overall pretty pleasant compared to what we had before, and this coming week will be hotter again, so we're enjoying the weather. This is moderate, this is pleasant, this is not too hot. That's the entrance to the subway station, EM and 6 lines. So we are walking southbound, so to our left is east, to our right is west. 42nd Street is 10 blocks away from here. We are on 52nd right now. Alfred, years ago, remember many hot, humid days in August in New York City. Yeah, it's coming. We had plenty in July, and August is coming. Today is the last day of July. Welcome everyone, we are in New York City. So street fair was here earlier today, and looks like the traffic is still blocked, and people can actually walk in the middle of the street. It looks like it's pretty interesting. It's another subway station, same station, different entrance. There is some sort of street fair or what's left of it, block away from here. Let's take a look. I think they're pretty much done for the most part. But this will give us a nice angle from the middle of Lexington Avenue. Hey Colleen, good evening. We see a Chrysler building in the center left, the taller one. And this is Lexington northbound. Yeah, we still have a little bit of street fair left. So let's see, gyro, chicken, beef, or lamb, ice cold drinks, shish kebabs. Fresh smoothies. Using the same blenders as most people use in the kitchen. A little bit of jewelry and bags. Clothing, pretty standard. Variety of street fair items. Nice angle too, as we can see both sides of Lexington Avenue. So avenue traffic, of course, is still non-existent, but Grove Street traffic is business as usual. Sunglasses. Psychic. Well, let's see. Is she a real psychic? Or she is pretending to be a psychic? And hey Dave, Foxtech. Hey, good evening, good evening. Thank you for your likes, and if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Gyroway, the logotype looks almost like Subway, and the same colors, the same font. Venom Guys Food, that's interesting. ODR8, hello. Sheldine, hi, good evening. UK is in the house. Another psychic, wow. This is something new. Psychics on every block. A street fair. toys. And more gyro. Okay, this is more fun than just an empty avenue. Huh? I will. Ava 1, Taco King. Rubs. Good morning from Indonesia, good evening from New York City. Can I have one, please?
Yes.
Or two, maybe?
Three.
Three? Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Oh, look at that. These are free samples of jerky. Beyond Meat. They definitely overstocked. And, well, I asked for one or two. He gave me three. So, got a snack. For the future, and I never know how long it will take him to eat all this. And Mrs. L as well. We'll see. We'll taste it. Ambrose, hey. Good evening. Yeah, let's put it in the bag. We can't just keep it in. Ambrose Boogie Bob got his jerky too. Awesome. Only best streamers get jerkies. I think Boogie Bob was here yesterday. I mean today, earlier today. I think maybe I'm wrong. He was at some street for that recently. Okay. Fruit drinks. Toys and cats and everything else. Thank Al. Please share some with Mrs. L. Sure. Promise. I'm not a savage. I'm not gonna eat 3 big bags of jerky at once. I mean, I could, but I'm not gonna do that. And it says Beyond Meat. I believe it's made out of better ingredients than just meat. Maybe. Or maybe it's meat, but it is different technology, different recipe, and different taste. We'll see. Gyros again. Crossing East 45th Street. Joseph, hey. Gonna play our music for a sec? Plant-based jerky. How many calories? Let's see. Let's see. Serving size, half a cup, 30 grams, about 3 servings per pack. Calories. Doesn't even say how many calories. Oh, 90 calories per serving, 250 per container. Welcome everyone to the stream. We're streaming live from Lexington Avenue Street Fair. Oh, these are cool. We saw them before. Grab Drengar, hey, good evening. Sounds like you got some plant-based jerky. That sounds familiar somehow. Yep, we got some good 3 packs of it. And they had so many, like if someone comes in and wants to get 20, they will give him 20. Welcome everyone. We are in Lexington Avenue, approaching East 43rd Street. This is Sunday night. We're streaming live. Welcome everyone. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your subscriptions and for your amazing kind donations and contributions. Grand Central Market and Grand Central Station is Grand Central Terminal is right here as well. Now we'll have to play our music again for a moment. And we're back. Thank you so much for your understanding. Yes, they were blasting music, unfortunately, copyrighted music. So we needed to block it off because you know what happens when YouTube detects copyrighted music. The whole stream is going kablooey. So thank you so much for your understanding. Joseph Yamactopus. Let's hit the like button please for L. Thank you. Thank you. RJ, good evening. Good to see everyone. Good to see our familiar faces and new faces. NY, hey, good evening. Photos from around New York, good evening as well. This is Lexington Avenue and East 42nd Street. East would be in that direction and west would be in that direction. So if we walk that way, we will walk by Bryant Park, and then if we continue walking, we will walk by Times Square. But today we're going to probably continue on Lexington and, you know, explore Lexington a little bit. Sergio, saludos desde México. Buenas tardes desde Nueva York. Joseph, I'll go back to okay, we'll go back, but we will need to play the music for one sec. Little bit, hey. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna play our music for 1 second and go and check the octopus stand one more. And we're back. We looked at that stand one more time. That was a pretty good stand. Probably the best of all of them. Little bit, you're always going to somewhere dope in the city. Thank you. Trading travel care, travel cars and food. Let's cook too. Robson, hola meus amigos. Hola, hola. Boa tarde. Norman, hey, good evening. Joao, boa tarde. Try it out. Yeah, maybe next time. Little bit looks good. The bringer, hey, Norman, Alberto, Hoyos, looks yummy, yummy. Tony, Carl's Bowls, hey, well, LOL. Little bit looks good. Colleen, I'll go get more jerky. Nah. Senia, hi all. We got 3 packs. How much can we get? I mean, before you think that, you know, my only purpose there is to get plant-based jerky samples, even though, you know, technically they had, you saw, they had probably a few thousand of them unused, ungiven. So they're just giving this out all the time and in multiple quantities. This one is Subway Grand Central 42nd Street, one of the entrances. 4, 5, 6, 7 and Shuttle, and you know, Grand Central is right there. So basically it is just one of the side exits and entrances. Grand Central is right over there. You can see it from here. Crossbows 332 Riverside Drive. Thank you, Joseph. Colleen L. It is so nice to be here. Thank you for this walk and your time. You're very welcome. We are in Lexington. We're going to walk southbound on Lexington a little bit for a change. We could turn and go toward Bryant Park in Times Square, but yeah, maybe next time. Let's diversify our walks a little bit. Welcome everyone. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your sharing this link to this stream and anything else on our channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for being subscribed. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe with all notifications. We're crossing East 41st Street and Lexington. A little bit of the high-end stores. Sometimes, but not as much as on Madison anymore. East 41st, New York Public Library is right there. You may see it in the center of your screen. So that is on 5th Avenue, so 2 avenue blocks away from here. Norman, a lovely Sunday evening. Yes, the weather is very pleasant actually. It's not hot, it's not humid. I mean, it's 81, but it doesn't feel like 81. Bagels and Walks, hey L, and New York City fans. Hey, good evening, good evening. Melanie, midnight here in France, going to bed with the stream. And bonsoir, bonne nuit, friends. Thank you for watching. RJL, we get to 23rd Street. That will be my alma mater, Bernard Baruch College. When I attended, there was one building, 23rd and Lex. Let's see how far can we walk. It is exactly a mile from here. But yeah, Baruch College is right there. And now it's more than one building. We're on Lexington Avenue and crossing East 39th Street. We almost walked a mile so far. Bonsoir and thank you for the walk as usual. You're welcome. Savannah, good evening. OT thanks. Sup? Not much. Welcome, welcome. We're in Lexington. We just walked from, what was it, 55th or so? All the way down to 39th on Lexington, and they had street fair. And first we thought that because they advertised street fair from 57th Street to 42nd Street, but it looks like perhaps they didn't have enough vendors. So we walked and there was nothing, and then all of a sudden, around 50th Street or so, it was there, even though it was kind of late, but it was still enough to see, and it was kind of fun. $200 people watching us. Welcome. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares, thank you for your subscriptions, and thank you for your support, for your donations. Thank you. Super shout out, super shout out everybody. Today is the last day of July, and in some lands it is August 1st already. But we're still here in Eastern Time Zone, and it is 6:07 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, alert! Hi, Canada. Welcome. Okay. This is residential, somewhat area. Unlike where we started, where it was mostly business. And it's Sunday evening, but not too many people. But still enough. Mariano, looking for Hunan cuisine restaurant in New York City. Any suggestions? Or our chat will probably suggest you a few good ones.
Don't bisect your body.
Going fully hectic. Hey bro, good morning and good evening from New York City, and good morning to you. Here's one. When we go to Bryant Park Macy's, maybe one of these days, maybe not today, but not today for sure, but soon. We walk by Bryant Park. It's not every time, quite often. Macy's, Herald Square, so yeah, we should revisit. Before we know it, holiday season will be upon us. Thanksgiving, Christmas. This is where Macy's and all the major places in the city turn spectacular. But I'm not in a rush for that. Let's enjoy a little bit of summer, a little more, even though it's going to be super hot and humid again, which is extreme case of summer, but I don't miss snow that much. By the way, when we asked if you miss snow or not, about 5 days ago, we posted, and thank you for participation. I think about 250 people so far responded, and about 54% don't miss snow, and 46% do miss snow. Thank you for your like. Going fully hectic. This is East 36th Street. This neighborhood is called Murray Hill. RJ, yes, I have my Snowblower ready to go. Colorado, you're gonna get snow in let's just say much earlier than New York. Especially if you're up in the mountains or on an elevation. And this is where Colorado is, mountains. Andrea, hey Al, it's been a long time. How are you? I'm good, we're good, man. Mrs. L, we're good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're good too. We're approaching East 34th Street. Mariana, Korean cuisine in New York is good. Any cuisine, you can find anything and everything you're looking for. Speaking of Korean cuisine, you can come to Koreatown, which is 32nd Street between 5th Avenue and Broadway. You will find so many different Korean restaurants and businesses there. It's not a huge area, but very dense. Anderson, hey, it's 1813 in New York. Lexington and 33rd Street, East 33rd Street. Welcome everyone. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for watching our streams with us. About 30 people watching us right now. This is 33rd Street, so from here we see Empire State Building, which is technically 34th, but almost the same thing. Usually we see it from the other side. It looks very similar. It's identical, no matter what side you're looking at it from. Tonya, hello, hey everyone, hey. Andrea, nice walk, thank you. John, hello. Going for the hectic. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you. Derek, good afternoon. Super fan. How's it going today in New York City? Hey Derek, welcome back. Going fine. Weather is good. Not too hot, not too cold. Pleasant. 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Low humidity. Ideal weather for a walk, for being out. Greg, evening in the city. Crossing East 32nd Street. Right there, you see that building in the background in the center? This is what they're building above Madison Square Garden, above the entrance to Madison Square Garden and 7th Avenue, 8th Avenue, 7th Avenue. A few avenue blocks from here, but still visible because the avenues are and streets are so parallel. And except for Broadway, Broadway is zigzagging, but streets and avenues, they are just agreed 90 degrees intersections. Not everywhere in downtown, of course, is different, but for the most part, it's pretty easy to travel in Manhattan. Going for the hectic, I always support my subscribers. Derek, that's nice. Last night from news, they said monkeypox has spread. Yeah, this is getting pretty serious right now in New York. They even declare a state of emergency. Let's see what kind of measures they're going to take. Ariana likes Sri Lankan cuisine too. You won't find any funny animals on your plate. On Earth, live stream with L. Hi, on Earth. Welcome everyone. We're approaching East 30th Street. And we are in the vicinity of Madison Square Park, which is right there. Somewhere behind those buildings. Derek, hope New York City won't have to go into lockdown like COVID. Yeah, hi Brad. Kiss me, Lini. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasant Sunday afternoon. Yeah, you should be careful with those vehicles, bicycles, and two-wheeled vehicles or motorcycles or the like of those. I mean, basically, they are very fast and they like to beat the light. Like that one. They just beat the light pretty much. I'm never moving on a Motorola, maybe 30-40 miles an hour through the intersection that was not even theirs at that point. Laura, hi from Nova Scotia. Hey, the vacations, enjoying the beach and the cool weather. Hope you're fine. Thank you for your message. Yes, we're good. Enjoy your vacation. East 29th Street. Is Lexington Avenue we're walking today. We're walking from about East 55th Street and now we're on East 28th Street. A few blocks here are Indian cuisine and shops like this one is, for example. And Indian restaurants. There was another one here, but they will build something else. There's a lot of food inside. And that's a funny name, Curry in a Hurry. That's the name of this restaurant. Yeah, and I think the best thing is to go traditional. Yes, absolutely. It's 28th Street. Pakistani, Indian and Bangladeshi restaurants. Handy. And a few across the street as well. More than a few. Pangal, Kaba, Lahore Kebab, Sahib. God, I went to Dollar Tree today. It was so thrilling, I couldn't take it. What's so thrilling about it? Just curious. Only a few blocks, but plenty of Indian, Pakistani, and Bangladeshi restaurants and cuisines. Great since to save money. Yeah, those prices are good. For sure, for sure. And they have good items there too, believe it or not. Sometimes same items you can see in supermarkets, but 5-6 times more money. More expensive. Since CVS wants $10 for toothpaste. Yeah, those personal hygiene items are off the hook these days. Deodorants and toothpaste and you name it. This is Lexington and East 26. This is the building that used to be a home for 69th Regiment. And you can tell it's built like a fortress. This is Murray Hill area of New York City. Murrayhill. Oh, let's see. This way I can see the whole building. Madison Square Park, a block away from here, in that direction. Leo Greens from Providence, Rhode Island. Gracias, amigo. De nada. Irma, good evening, New York. Blessings from Barbados. Hi, Barbados. Welcome, welcome. And we see Chrysler building from here when we're looking north. There. Yes, and historic building. Yes, this one is absolutely. Armory Art Show, February 15, 1913, which revolutionized the American art movement by bringing to national attention the new art forms of Native American and modern European painters and sculptors. Oh, look at the doors. Are these original doors? Looks like they are. Look at this entrance. '69th Regiment, New York. Used to be housed here, used to be stationed here. And now it is a National Historic Landmark. However, nowhere it says what year this building was built. Isn't it something? I mean, it's probably here somewhere. You could look for it. That's a Baruch College. It's 25th and Lexington, one of the buildings. 1904, yep. There you go. A person with a funny nickname from UK. Hello, I'm visiting New York City in October. That's going to be fantastic. Lexington and East 25th Street. Oh, they have a Barnes & Noble here, but at Baruch College. So this one is a Barnes & Noble bookstore, but with a focus on college books, probably. Don't be scared. They will see you scared, and they will want to scare you more. So don't ever look scared. And no eye contact with strangers. That's it. You will be fine. Oh, look at this. This is a Freehand, I believe, hotel. Very massive, very old. Because our news reports about the monkeypox is very high in New York City. Oh, that's about monkeypox. If the only problem in New York was monkeypox, East 24th and Lexington.
Hi.
That's a Baruch College. Molly, fear is a motivator. True. Good evening. I lived there when it was partial SVA dormitory. Laura, you're gonna go to a theater? Too stuck. But I'm excited because my very first time going to America.
I think if you ask him that, I get the response to
The Barnes & Noble on 5th Avenue was good and I think it's still there. Also good for NYU and new school, but it closed a long time. Oh, it closed on 5th Avenue? I don't think it's closed. 5th Avenue. Maybe it is, but okay, we'll double check that. Welcome everyone. We are on Lexington Avenue in New York City. This is a live stream.
You don't have insurance in New York City?
This one is 23rd Street, East 23rd Street. And this is the fans experience. One of the exhibits, and this one is dedicated to the fans. Fans of this show are visiting, paying a lot of money for the tickets, and why not capitalize if it's popular?
She's going to her temple.
East 22nd and Lexington. Let's go over there. Let's go to Park Avenue South and then make a left and walk toward Union Square. is one of the older buildings too, and look at these windows, look at the details. Yeah, that Barnes & Noble is still open. This area is Gramercy Park. Gramercy Park is around here behind this building. Gramercy Park is a private park. Only those who live around the park have access to that park. East 22nd Street and Park Avenue South. We're making a left turn. This is Photographiska Museum, the Museum of Photography that we always look at from across the street, but now we're going to be right here next to the entrance so we can see the details of this building, especially the entrance or above the entrance right here. Hey Robert, good evening. And why? Very nice architecture. And this is the church next to it, also a very old church. The parish of Calvary St. George's in the city of New York. Union Square is in front of us. This is East 21st Street, so a few more street blocks. Speaking of Barnes & Noble, the largest one and still in business is one in Union Square. Welcome everyone to the stream. This is Sunday night. Thank you so much for your likes. Thank you for sharing the link to the stream and anything else on our channel. Thank you for being subscribed as always. And if you subscribe during this stream, we'll welcome you to the channel. Thank you also for your kind donations and contributions. In case if you'd like to support our channel, You can give us a super chat, super sticker. You can give us a call 5, Venmo, or Cash App. And you can become a member of our channel as well.
Yeah, me too.
Stylish Bunny, do you live in New York City? Yep. Yes. Kenneth West 39th Street, close to the main part of Manhattan. It's fairly close to Midtown, so depending on what avenue is across Avenue, so 39th Street, but it is a pretty good area because it's close to many points and to the subway. If you're closer to, depending on what avenue you are, but probably going to be on the avenue. Major hotels are always located very conveniently near public transportation. Laura L. put a send a greet to Steph Nico. Of course. Hey Steph Nico. Greetings from New York City. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying it. Steph Nico and Laura Soria Vasquez. Hey Kirk, we are almost in Union Square. This is East 19th Street and Park Avenue South. We're streaming for 1 hour 10 minutes. We started at East 55th Street on Madison Avenue. Or Lexington, excuse me, Lexington. And now we are on Park Avenue South and 19th Street. 862. Good evening again. Alright, thank you. He's in LA now, and I was there about a few days ago. I really missed you, Steph. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Scott, I used to work right here on the west side of Park Avenue South. Soccer UK, I watched your last walk around. You're very good, thank you. Thank you. Rain tomorrow, then another heat wave this week. Yeah, unfortunately. So I think it was 475 Park Avenue South, in fact. It's hard to tell what. This one is 222 right here. So it's on this side of the street somewhere. Weather command. Our commands are, they don't like us and we don't like them. So we're going to just say that it's about 80 degrees Fahrenheit right now in Manhattan. We'll see you later, Laura. Enjoy your outing. Thank you. This is Union Square. Almost 300 people watching us. Welcome everyone. We're streaming live for you. It looks very quiet. Yeah, not too many people here outside of on the streets today for some reasons. Not too many at all. Treating just claimed my leg. Thank you. Oh, that's a lot of Japanese. If someone can translate it, we would appreciate it very much. I hope it's something good.
She said, she was like, I don't know why I didn't ask you if you wanted it. I don't know, maybe, I think if I knew she was selling them and I didn't.
Another bicycle. Did you see that? He
She was selling them from the beginning.
knows he's running red light and he doesn't
Number
care.
one, like, I didn't like the way it looked in the room because the way that she had it, because she had two. So, like, one of them had to be, like,
Weird. What happens when they when they start riding the bicycle? Something happens with the chemistry in their body. I swear to God, this is something that needs to be started. Especially in the city where traffic is overwhelming. Marlene, hi from San Diego. Hey, good evening. We're going to take a technical break, so we're going to ask you to stay tuned, and we will be back in about 2, 3, 4 minutes. Maybe we're going to play our video in the meantime. We are not disconnecting, so we'll see you real soon. And we're back. Thank you for waiting. This facilities is something else. Sometimes you go in to use them and you see something in there and you just, oh man, it just needs to be out as soon as you can. We are in Union Square. This is Barnes & Noble, the largest one in New York. 4 floors of books. Bikes are out of control for sure. Catching up the chat. Have the darkness, watch out over 10,000 cases of monkeypox reported in New York City today alone, right? I don't think so, but it's still very, very, very alert and very alarming. San Diego, Marlene is watching us from San Diego. Welcome, welcome. And bros have to enter the bathrooms ready to go. Yep. So another subway station is here, major subway station, 14th Street, Union Square, where the L, M, Q, R, W, 4, 5, and 6 trains are all running through. This is one of the entrances. The entrances are all over Union Square. I mean, all around, I should say. This is one of them. What was here? Heartland Brewery used to be here, and now it's Korean barbecue in that spot. McDonald's was here forever and ever. East 16th Street, and we are in Union Square. The Union Square Park. Iago Duarte, boa noite. Sunshine after rain, good evening. Andrea, there is a Union Square in Somerville, Massachusetts also. Nice to know. Union Square in San Francisco too. It's another entrance to the subway station right here. Hey John, we're good, we're good. How are you? If you want to play chess, you can play chess here. And we're going to exit Union Square to Broadway and East 14th Street, which is right here. This is Whole Foods. and Sephora and Five Below in Burlington and DSW. It's a big shopping area. Another subway entrance. And this is Broadway and Union Square. We see Empire State Building from here, the top of it. And now we are on Broadway. SIM buses, they're going between Manhattan and Staten Island. Express buses. These are all areas in Staten Island. Atomville, Port Richmond, Annandale, and Mariners Harbor. Lane, good evening. Weather will be pretty hot, humid, and very, very summery. Just like the week before when it was super hot and super difficult to be outside for a lot of people. So another heat wave is forecasted for New York City this week. So we're on Broadway, we're approaching East 12th Street, Strand bookstore, famous bookstore. This area used to have multiple bookstores, and Strand is the only one that survived. It's very big as well, and very popular. Strand Books. Bros, will feel like 100 degrees on Thursday. Grace Church is in front of us right there. Beautiful church, but needs some maintenance inside. We once walked in, and you can clearly see that it's not being maintained as much as it should have been. Welcome everyone. Don't forget to give us a like. Just a reminder. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Just a reminder. And if you would like to support our channel, you're more than welcome to do so. Just a reminder. And this is Grace Church.
Yeah, it's just like I feel very full.
250 people watching us. Thank you so much. Thank you for dedicating your personal time to watching our streams and videos. Thank you. This is Broadway and 10th Street, East 10th Street. The Bringer church looks so medieval. South UK. You are very good at what you do and very informative for me. What to look for when I go there in October, November. Thank you so much for your donation to Soccer UK. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And yes, if you're going to be in New York for only 3 days, you should pick your points of interest wisely and plan in advance, because if you're only in New York for 3 days, then you really want to choose and pick only the best of your points of interest. This way, you will not waste your time deciding what you want to do. Thank you very much again for your donation. East 9th Street. This is also a shopping area along Broadway between here and Chinatown. By the way, if you follow Broadway southbound, like the way we walk right now, if you continue walking, you will end up eventually in Bowling Green, which is where Broadway starts, where Charging Bull statue is, and Museum of American Indian, and State Mountain Ferry, and Battery Park City. Yeah, that's the whole other area of exploration. If you're taking a tour to Ellis Island and Statue of Liberty, for example.
But they have to do each other.
Hey Kia, good evening. How is it, Kaya? Subway 8th Street station. This is downtown entrance to R and W trains. So in this case, in this station, uptown side is separated from downtown side. Most stations are both. So you enter anywhere you want and you choose which direction you want to go. But some stations you have to be careful, because if you see only downtown or only uptown, then if you swipe your card and you realize that you're on the wrong platform, then you have two options. You can ask someone where is the nearest station where you can actually cross over and take a train in the opposite direction. Or you can exit, but then you have to wait for 18 minutes for your card to be workable again, scannable again, swipeable again. Unless you use this new technology that in New York they call it Omni, where you can just scan your phone or scan your card. This store here is one of the best in its category. If you're in the neighborhood, it is very big and the prices are not higher than anywhere else in the city and perhaps lower too. So FYI, this is Astor Place and Broadway. This area is NYU area, New York University. A lot of New York University buildings here, and to our right, Washington Square Park. I used to be in the hangout at St. Mark's Place tons of years ago and go to Coney Island, my friend's club. Colleen, good night. Ellen, everyone, 2:10 a.m. Stay safe and take care. Thank you. Thank you for watching. We'll see you later. From here we see the fountain in the center of Washington Square Park. Right there. This is Broadway at East 4th Street. Technically, this is the part of town where Broadway separates East and West Streets. And further up north, it's Park Avenue. So technically, we are on west side, and across the street is the east side. It's pretty funny, but it's important if you use the address not to confuse anyone. Say East 4th Street on the left hand side and West 4th on the right hand side. How funny. But this is historically accepted and it's not going to change. There's no need to change it. Everyone is used to it. Even though easier that would be just to have a street number with no direction this way, but it's not going to change in New York because it will be impossible to change it, and there's no need to do it. Guto, live from Sao Paulo, Brasil. Boa noite. Can you use Apple Pay in restaurants in New York City? Most of them now accept it, if not all of them. Restaurants and stores, retail, should be accepted pretty much almost everywhere, if not everywhere. There are some places they only take cash, but most of them take everything. A dude is in his zone. He's on a bicycle, but he is also all into his music. West 3rd Street and Broadway, technically called NoHo, which is north of Houston Street. And, you know, there's Soho, the south of Houston Street. This is NoHo, north of Houston Street. Then again, in New York they call it Houston, and in Texas they call it Houston. And it's the same exact spelling. This is Bond Street. Is it worth buying hop off, hop on tourist buses? It's very hard to tell, because if you're planning to hop off, spend some time and then hop on, it will probably take you the whole day to complete the route. But at the same time, they are probably not too, I mean, what I'm trying to say is if you like walking and if you're not planning to cover huge distance, but if you do plan, you can get a, you know, a Metro card and you can put some money on it and get yourself from point A to point B on a subway or on a bus, but buses is slow. So I don't know, only unless you love this type of tours, it will probably give you less information and less memories than to explore it on foot. But then again, it all depends on how much time you have. Muito obrigado, amiga, pela atenção. Ambrose, the street was named for William Houston, spelled correctly. Oh, I see. I see. So that makes more sense to say Houston. Thank you. Is the subway safe? Treat and best way to discover the city, any city, is to get on the bus and walk it. Yep, that's true, I think. Is the subway safe? Yes and no. Is walking on the street safe? Yes and no. Because you can encounter elements everywhere. Unfortunately. It doesn't mean you are in danger necessarily, but it may give you a negative experience somewhat. So you should stay cool and mind your business. And sometimes, you know, it depends on what's going on in the subway. Sometimes it feels like, you know, when the train stops, you should jump from one car to another, where those elements might do the same thing, so you have to be very intuitive about it. And this is Houston Street, Broadway Lafayette Station, subway station on BD FM and 6, I think, lines. Francis, hello from Brazil. Hello, Paul. City I live in a lot smaller, more dangerous than New York City. I have been in New York City 12 times. It's very, relative to say if the city is dangerous or not. Every city is dangerous. There is no place with zero danger, unfortunately. Yeah, that's a fancy scaffolding. In fancy areas in Midtown, for instance, and major touristic areas, the scaffoldings look like this. Otherwise, it's just regular one. Not everywhere, even, but in most places. Oh, the Adidas shop, my favorite. Yeah, that shop is cool, and sometimes they run sales there. Pretty awesome sales. I mean, if you really go there to get a few things for yourself, you might discover that if you get a third, it will only cost you like $5 or so. So, not bad at all. Don't forget to subscribe if you just discovered us and watching us and not subscribed yet. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you for your likes as well. And thank you for your support, for your kind donations and contributions. Thank you. We're on Broadway, we're approaching Prince Street. Andrea, we love you all from Somerville, Massachusetts. Thank you, Somerville, Massachusetts. Thank you, Andrea. You walk by Sephora, you can smell cologne and perfume outside. It's Uniqlo, Banana Republic. Oh, I'm from inner city of Liverpool. There's a lot of people, actually. But Chinatown is close by in Little Italy, and the stores were probably open up until recently. So nice area to hang out. Spring Street is next. Well, let's go to Chinatown. We'll see how much energy we have, and power bank energy as well. It's a Nike store. Oh, the guy's holding the door. I guess they're closing. 7:22. Or maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Leo, continuamos, amigo. Hey, shooting. Yes, one day could you do Little Italy in Chinatown? We did that before, and actually one day could be today, maybe partially. Let's see. Just heads up, if we walk through Little Italy near restaurants and they play those amazing Italian songs, we probably will need to replace them with our amazing music, because they are all copyrighted, and we more than on several occasions got flagged by YouTube for that, but we'll see. Bloomingdale's, but we know the main location is on Upper East Side, on Lexington, by the way, and East 60th Street, 59th Street. $7.24 New York. Now, a good place is Wall Hope. Down there, stairs on Mount Street at the church. Yeah, Wall Hope, and there's another one next to it in the same block. Those are popular. West 39th between 8th and 9th Avenue. Oh, it's pretty cool. This is one of those hotels. Yeah, sounds familiar. Awesome. It's Midtown. It's a few steps away from Times Square. Walking distance, real close. Subway is right there. Just, I guess, don't get stuck in Times Square all the time, but from there you can get anywhere on the subway or walk even to some places. So it is good location. I don't know why we turned here. We'll turn a little bit later. Let's just cross here first. This is Broome Street. TJ Maxx cross street here. Almost 300 people watching us. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. And thank you so much for your likes. If you didn't give us a like yet, just a reminder. Thank you. Fire escapes in New York. on the front, and in the UK in the back. But you know, some buildings have both front and back, and some just the back. But a lot of them on the front. Yes, you can definitely notice that. Maybe it makes more sense because if you're in the back of the building, then you need to get out of the inner area between the buildings, and this will require more time and effort and more obstacles to escape safely. So maybe it makes sense to have it on the front. Grand Street. This is where we're going to make a left and walk toward Mulberry Street, which is Little Italy. I mean, technically speaking, still called Little Italy, but it's one street that is left, and a lot of Italian restaurants there, but good ambience, of course. I just gave a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yeah, YouTube and Google, their algorithm is built on majorly on likes. The more likes the stream or video gets, the more it indicates that it's a popular event, and Google and YouTube promote it more to more people looking for similar content, and more people have a chance to discover our channel. John, thank you so much for your super sticker. Thank you, John, or Jan, or John. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support. We are walking toward, see that vertical light right there? It's a Ferrara Bakery where Mulberry Street is. So very hard to get lost. Oh, that's interesting. Raptingale Plaza. Is this something new? Or maybe we just never noticed that. Interesting. Interesting. Big space, dogs, and people. John, keep up the great work and your video. Thank you, thank you. This is Lafayette Street. Going up and down. Crossing Lafayette Street. Hi everyone, if you just joined us recently, we welcome you to our stream. This is Live Walk in NYC. We're streaming live from almost Chinatown, Little Italy. Right now this is Soho still, because we crossed Houston Street, so we're south of Houston Street, so it's Soho. This is not the the artsy part of Soho with all the galleries and boutique stores and everything, but it's still Soho technically. And we are on Grand Street. This neighborhood division is very, relative. I would say real Soho would be right there to the west of Broadway, but it's still partially. That way, Canal Street and Chinatown. Chinatown is pretty much right there. But we're going to first walk toward Mulberry Street and make it right there, so we can walk through Little Italy. This beautiful building used to be a police. You with Boris Savings Bank on your left. You know, this building is almost identical looking like that one, but that one is further down on Grand Street. And that one has plenty of graffiti on it too, and that one looks like it's now been taken care of for the past 20 years or so. But visually they're very similar. Christian, good evening. 1:59:03, almost 2 hours. Cheers. Happy Sunday Eve. Same to you. Thank you. Baxter Street. Oh, a lot more people there. This is all the restaurants of Little Italy, and basically a few steps away from Chinatown area. So we should expect a lot more people walking around here. Mulberry Street is the next intersection. No, we're not using GoPro camera. Maria Cristina, good evening. São Paulo, Brazil. Boa noite. Kathy, thanks for the tour. Thank you so much, and thanks for your help, for your donation and contribution. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Kathy. From here we see Empire State Building, the tip, the antenna of it. Too far for the camera. Oh boy, what is this? This is Little Italy. We will show you around here first, and then we will walk toward Canal Street. The gelato. This is Little Italy. Ferrara, yes, we didn't forget about Ferrara, but we want to cover this block first because it is busy. And if you're too short, being sold in New York for a very long time, we're not going to read what they say, but you can tell. Trying to not to invade anyone's privacy. But we look at the menu, and the dishes are about $20, $21, and the pizzas are $15, $16. So it is actually pretty reasonable for Manhattan. Yeah, Gelato King. We're going to walk toward the end of this block and turn back and continue, and we will pass by Ferrara, of course. This is Broome Street. We're back on Broome Street, but we're going to walk back. But look at this mural. Ambrose, New York City Restaurant Week, still going on. Please keep the chat in English and friendly. Thank you. That right there in the middle is antenna of Empire State Building. The top of Empire State Building. 300 people watching us. Wow and welcome everyone.
Really? Why did you go?
It's a very pleasant Sunday evening in New York City. Grotta Azzurra. This restaurant is more expensive. Average $10 more per dish compared to that one that we walked by. According to the menu. Bernard, good evening to you. And Bernard would like to remind everyone that the chat is for English only. Yes, that would make it more convenient and more universal for everyone if the chat is in English. Thank you. Over 300 people watching us as we're walking through the restaurant area of Little Italy in New York City. Beautiful music here and there, Italian songs here and there. Around here they're going to have, hopefully everything will be fine, the Feast of San Gennaro. That is going to be something. So let's take a look at Ferrara, the world famous Ferrara Bakery in Little Italy. Between 62 MG, I'm loving this. Al, thank you. You are so welcome. Arjan, hi.
Pick up in 1 minute.
The quality of their pastries and other things is just off the hook. Off the hook. And if you want to save money on a bus tour or any other tour, which would be, I don't know, I don't even know these days, $40 a ticket or so, 50. Just come here and get sugarized. And if you read about some fancy diner like Stardust Diner near Times Square, for example, where every time we walk there, we see crowds of people waiting in line to get in there, and this is how they waste valuable time in the evening and afternoon. So instead of that, if you are not too picky, you can find so many different foods and not waste your time and continue exploring the city. Let's change the, oh yes, we're at a good angle, so this one shows you both sides of the streets. What is opposite Ferrara's? Used to be Florio's, my favorite restaurant in Little Italy. Oh, good to know. But opposite, across Grand Street, let's see what's there now. Harvey, thanks man, great tour. Thank you for watching. Yeah, we see a little bit more of Empire State Building right there. at 34th Street. How far? But it's so tall. We can see it from Chinatown. How awesome. Yep. Let's see what they're. Tomino. And the Taste of Italy, Piemonte Ravioli Company, and Aleba mozzarella, oldest cheese shop in America, as it says right on their sign. Robert, love the stream. Thanks. You are welcome. Thank you. Just a reminder that for those who forgot to give us a like, please give us a like if you don't mind. If you're watching us and you forgot to subscribe, please subscribe. What are you gonna lose? In the worst case, you can unsubscribe. Subscribe with all notifications. You will never miss our streams and videos again. You're welcome, Team 62. Bella ciao, bella ciao.
Very, very hot.
Christmas in New York. We've been inside. There is a fancy Christmas store that sells Christmas decorations all year long. Oh, look at the presentation. So cool. This is presentation is everything. It's cool that you can walk, there's no cars, you just basically enjoy yourself. Just Italian restaurants left and right. This is Little Italy, Mulberry Street in Manhattan in New York City. Of course, the gift store, of course. Restaurants are packed. It's probably the best, the busiest time of the year, summer. And it's Sunday night. New Yorkers and tourists. Caffè Napoli. Ristorante Luigi. Tin Man, good evening. We're in Little Italy. Funny, we started on East 56th Street and Lexington Avenue, and look, 2 hours and 12 minutes later, we are here in Little Italy. Sorry. All the restaurants are at full capacity. funny. Good souvenirs if you're visiting New York City. This is Mulberry Street, Little Italy. And that's the top of Summit. I think it's Summit at one water build next to Grand Central Station. Right there, we see a little bit of it. Whoops. Cafe Venezia is at the end of Mulberry Street here. Sorry. It's not the end of Mulberry Street, it's just the end of this street with restaurants. And now we're on Canal Street, and Canal Street is Chinatown. This is Canal Street. Canal Street. And look at that. This is where we're supposed to walk. Look, she's just pushing. We've been here many times. These are fruit stands. June would love some delicious Italian food. Lychee, £3, $9. Cherries, £2, $4. This is kind of cheap. Too cheap. Too good to be true. £2, $7. Cherries as well. That was the wrong sign, probably. Seedless, $2, £2, $5, $3 a pound. Dragon fruit, $4. Yellow dragon fruit. Cashews, kiwis, 5 for $5. Mangoes, 3 for $6. These are 3 for $5 for $2 each. $4 each. A box of blueberries, apples. Not sure. $1 each. 5 for $5. Apples 5 for $5. Watermelons, $12 each. More or less, if you choose the big one. This is Mulberry Street, but on the Chinatown side, so to speak. Tony, only in New York City can you cross the street and go from Italy to China. Yep, a melting pot. Photos from around New York. Hi, trees and mangoes and blueberries. We are in Chinatown. We're going to walk around the block, turning left and right. First left, and then actually left and right. Let's see. Over 300 people watching us on this Sunday evening, last day in July 2022. This is Bayard Street. Ambrose, the Bayards were a well-known slaughterhouse family. Thank you again for the history update. Tin Man, love it. Tony, New York City gets the bad rap. They show the bad things that happen, but leave out all the good things. This is how the news are working. Unfortunately, predominantly negative. Andrea, July almost over. Can't believe it. It is over.
Not worried about it.
Across in Mott Street. Bayard and Mott.
Like, I actually feel much safer.
Carolina, good evening. Kirk, is this area considered Tribeca? No. Tribeca is triangle below canal, but you know, it's a good question. I mean, I would say it's Chinatown, but sometimes they kind of intermingle, and it's hard to tell one from the other. But I would say it's Chinatown. Welcome everyone, we are strolling Chinatown. We're streaming live from New York City, 7:54, and we're streaming for 2 hours and 21 minutes so far. Photos. I wouldn't consider Chinatown and Tribeca the same thing. Absolutely not. Totally different neighborhoods. Arthur, saludos y muchas gracias por hacernos vivir la gran manzana desde Guayaquil, Ecuador. Gracias, Arthur Grijalva. We understood you, but for the future reference, please switch to English. Tony, have you ever seen a celebrity or a movie TV show being filmed during your walks? Movies, sort of, but they didn't let us look at it, so we don't know what it was. But as far as celebrities, occasionally. TV personalities. Sometimes they'll just before or after streams, you know, I can't stream 24/7, but sometimes just walk in my head and then, you know, you see a famous TV personality like El Rocker or, you know, what's his guy name from Fox? Forgot, but he's on TV all the time. Or we saw Mark Cuban but we did not see him at that time. Mark Cuban with his child, with his son, was in Columbus Circle, and all of a sudden you walk and you see someone, and you see the person that looks familiar, and it takes you a moment, and then you realize who you see, and it's like, wow, this is World Trade Center in a center of Queens. It doesn't happen all the time, but especially you can see TV personalities if you walking around Rockefeller Center at Times Square when they broadcast their morning shows. You have almost 100% chance to see someone famous there.
Wait, let me check the bag.
This is Wahab. Wahab next door. Show the valleys past my favorite bakery, Golden Fang Moon. Trying to see where it is. Maybe it was a previous vlog. Photos, when you see someone famous, they probably don't want to be bothered. I like to leave them alone. They don't want to be bothered, even though when we saw Mark Cuban, people recognized him, of course, and he was super patient and very friendly. And there were not too many, but they were taking pictures. They asked him kindly to take a selfie with him, and several times he did. And then you could tell that he is a little tense because he is a very recognizable person, but he did not have any security detail. At least we didn't see anyone. He looked just like regular guy, regular clothing, nothing special except for, of course, you can recognize the person. But he was very friendly and very, very patient. Of course, you have to deal with that if you're so famous. Especially now, when anyone can take a video or picture and then it goes viral and ruins your reputation if you lose it. But there was no reason to be upset. It was just it was getting an ice cream from an ice cream truck in Columbus Circle. Before that, he went to Whole Foods in Columbus Circle, because in the mall, in the ground floor of the mall, because he had a Whole Foods bag in his hand. So he acted just a regular guy. You can imagine how many people recognize him there and there and there. They were probably shooting Shark Tank in New York. That's probably why he was in New York at that time. And funny enough, he had a Dallas Mavericks colors. He had pants and short was blue and the pants were gray, but pants were like sweatpants. Not sweatpants, but something like that. Training pants. You could tell they had NBA logo and Dallas logo on it, so he owns the team. Why not? Treaton, thank you so much as always for your support. Thank you, Treaton62. Awesome work as always. Thank you. You are very welcome. See? Someone asked, one of these days can we go to Little Italy in Chinatown? Boom. We are in Little Italy and Chinatown.
Oh! That's for
I was gonna say, all right, then I've never walked.
That's a pretty long way to get home.
This is Mott Street and Pell Street. Pell is a cross street. This is not the largest crowd that we could see in Chinatown, but it's quite a few people here.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like you in China or Hong Kong or Taiwan. All the signage is majorly in Chinese. Thank you so much, Student 62. And as it's getting darker, you can enjoy the colors, the lanterns. Tin Man, yesterday was packed, but it's 8 p.m. now. Yeah, that's Sunday, so maybe a lot of people go to work tomorrow, so New Yorkers. But quite a few here, quite a few.
He was going.
Time in New York, 8:02 p.m. Another famous street in Chinatown. And it's painted too. Oh, the lights just made it lighter for us, more convenient to walk. Ambrose Murder Alley. That's what it used to be back in times. You would not see any visitors hanging around here leisurely looking for a place to eat. This one is the oldest tea parlor in New York City. Nonwa Tea Parlor. They're serving dishes here the old-fashioned way. I guess it existed here during the times of during the bad times that the street used to be going through, but it survived and it's here. Now it's a very cozy looking street, especially on a pleasant evening like this. Caroline and a lot of history in that street, for sure. Not always a good history, mostly bad history. NY Metro Rover on G Sunset 812 in 8 minutes. A few weeks ago it was after 8:30. Yes, days are shrinking. Getting shorter and shorter. Light. Sunlight is leaving us slowly but surely. This is Doyer Street photos from around New York, and it was referred to as the bloody angle due to the turn in the street. Joseph Nanwa Tea House, oldest dim sum in Chinatown since 1920. And the United States Post Office here as well. It is Chinatown Station, 10013 area code. Zip code. Election Day, November 8th, 2022. It's not saying to us in English where is she going to be elected to, hopefully, potentially. Is it city council, or is it going to be state assembly, or is it going to be House of Representatives? We don't know, but her slogans are there on the building. It's funny how the slogans are always looking good and sounding good, but this one is interesting. Helen Q is the one and only. I thought one and only is, God to some people, but okay. I mean, I'm sure they mean candidate, but they didn't have space. No more shelters, repeal zero bail law. I agree with that. But when and how? Because everyone understands that that's a huge problem to the city. And people can do whatever they want, and without the fear of being reprimanded for it. That is bad. Bad. Yeah, they spent a lot of money on that, but yeah, it looks great. Kirk, really, New York City, didn't they know they were in the USA and no one there did anything about that? Ambrose, Helen Q, or Q, I guess Q, Republican Party, is running for election to the New York State Assembly to represent District 65. Thank you. State Assembly. State Assembly is a state parliament, so to speak. Governing body. Igor, hello. Let's turn here. This is Pell Street. Still almost 300 people watching us. Thank you so much. See, we're walking, it's getting darker. Sunset is in 4 minutes officially. Thank you for the info. And yes, that's Boris Street right there. And restaurants, and more restaurants. Look, we started in one kind of neighborhood, walked through a different kind of neighborhood, then another kind of neighborhood, and Little Italy is a different neighborhood, and Chinatown is another neighborhood. So look, it's just going from one city to another, from one country to another.
This will be.
How many blocks does Chinatown cover? It's hard to tell. We need to Google that because Chinatown is zigzagging, as we can see all over it. This is one of those, this is when the streets were not the grid. That's the older design, older architecture, and older layout. Therefore, this is something that probably can be counted, but I'm sure if we ask Google, Google will tell. Man, I can't get enough of Chinatown. Soccer UK, thank you for all your help. It's 1:10 a.m. here in UK time for my bed. We'll catch up on your next stream. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your support and for the chat. And thank you for watching. We will see you later. Have a good night. Joseph, I'll wait. Now I'm waiting. It's the oldest in the area. Not sure. Not on the corner. Oops. I guess I missed that spot. What was that? We're not sure. JG, did they really tell y'all to pack go bag? do they? So we missed something Joseph said is the oldest in the area on the corner, but we missed it. New Golden Funk Wong Bakery, that is the bakery. And look at the building itself. Adnan, hi. So we're back on Mott Street. Kirk radius of about 8 blocks according to Google. Thank you for the info. But Chinese community this is not the only location in the city. It's a huge community and they have the very large areas in Brooklyn and Queens. A lot of restaurants, bakeries, very reasonable groceries, and fruits and vegetables too. Good quality but reasonable prices. Tonight, Kamhing has 75 cents sponge cake still. Andrea, wonderful tour. Thank you. Jim, easy to get lost in those streets? Easy if you've never been here before. Easy, but it's not a huge area. So, and you can always ask. And now these days you have Google and you have navigation on your phones and you have Apple. That won't let you get lost. We're on Mott Street and we're crossing Bayard Street. This is Bayard Street. Joseph L, that is wow, since 1976 been buying mooncakes. Sylvia Di Santa, hello. Es más lindo. El barrio chino de mi cuidad que eso. Green 62, love the lights. Oh, these lanterns are dark for some reasons, but don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Please subscribe with all notifications. This way you will never miss our streams again. Streams and videos. Thank you very much for your likes. You're more than welcome to share the links to the stream and anything else on our channel on the social media platforms. And thank you so much for all of your kind donations and contributions. We're back on Canal Street. Yes, that's Summit at One Vanderbilt. Right there in the center of your screens in the distance. So, knowing these buildings, you can kind of get the sense of direction. North is that way. Gee, honestly for me this feels more inviting than most places in Los Angeles. If we could only read all this signage in Chinese, oh boy, we would probably enjoy it even more. This is Mott Street. Ice cold water, if you want to buy it, $1 a bottle, not so bad. That's just, you cannot get it for less than $1, or maybe in some stores, but for 75 cents. But $1 for a bottle of Poland Spring is pretty decent price. Bubble tea and ice cream. This place is busy, as you can tell. Bubble tea is a popular item. The sign there says, "Welcome to Little Italy." This is where we came from, Mulberry Street. Little Jesus, you changed a lot. Adrian, buenas tardes from Costa Rica. Buenas tardes. Mulberry Street, we walked here, but now we're walking in a different opposite direction. During the 70s, Canal Street was the place to go shopping. We're crossing Baxter Street and Baxter, and we're walking toward the subway station. This bakery here, Cross Street Sweets Bakery, has places to sit, little tables and chairs, and you can get something sweet and tasty and coffee, for example, or something else to drink, and sit there inside, air conditioned, and enjoy it. And they open late. Look at that. It's 8:21 p.m. and they're still open. Probably the only bakery in Chinatown that's open now, selling baked goods. Yes, there is Starbucks a few steps away from here on Canal Street, a block away from here. Maria, good evening from Sao Paulo. Good evening from New York City. It's a Century Street, and the canal is to our right. And this is Walker Street. Entrance to one of the entrances to Canal Street subway station, the J, Z, N, and Q lines. As we always say, we don't have a permanent schedule of streams and posting videos. Therefore, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe not to miss our streams and videos. And if you are subscribed, we always thank you for being subscribed to our channel. Thank you. We also thank you so much for all of your support, your likes, your shares, your super chats, your super stickers, your Ko-Fis, Venmos, Cash Apps, and you can also be a member. And we thank all our members for supporting our channel with the memberships. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we're about to end our stream. We've been browsing the pleasant streets of New York City for 2 hours and 52 minutes. And we walked from Lexington and 56th Street, East 56th Street, all the way to Chinatown. Look at that. What a walk, what a walk. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you so much for being with us and watching our streams as always, especially on this Sunday evening. Prime time. Thank you, thank you. Today is the last day of July in New York, and in some areas across the pond, it is August already. Andrea, thank you. Have a good week. Stay safe. Bye. Had a great time. Thank you so much. So, as we always say, we're going to slowly but surely say goodbye, but we will see you later. We will see you sooner rather than later. Stay happy, stay healthy. Happy month of August to all of you. And have a fantastic week, first week of August. We will stream later, probably one of these days, maybe tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow. You will get notifications as you always do. If you subscribe, it should not be a problem. With all that, we're going to say good night from New York City. It's Sunday night, 8:25 p.m. in New York City. We'll see you later. Goodbye.